Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video I thought I'd walk you through how I create my vertical weekly layout. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, then you may have noticed from the thumbnail that this weekly is one that I've used time and time again. I start off on the left hand side of the page and I split it into 5 sections. That's going to be my Monday through to Friday. I try and keep them an equal spacing between all of them, but in my Dingbats journal I wanted to go big, and so I've done 8 spaces between each box, but that was 1 box short by the time I got to the bottom. So Monday through to Thursday, the first 4 boxes are 8 spaces and Friday is 7 spaces. So let's have fingers crossed that I don't have a lot to do on a Friday. I haven't taken these lines the full width of the page, I've only gone 17 dot spaces over. I'm going to leave that nice big space because again I like to put some big doodles in for my weekly layouts, and stay tuned because these will be at the end of the video so you can see what I do with that space. On the opposite side of the page then I have my lines for Saturday and Sunday, and this one here is the box that I will usually use for notes. I do tend to switch up what I put in which boxes on this layout, but the majority of the time that right top box is always something to do with keeping notes. So the bottom half of this page is split into 4. The one that I'm doodling at the moment is my tracker. That seems to have made a bit of a resurgence as a new year and a new set of goals. I seem to be on the tracker. Underneath that is a big box where I will put a nice big quote to keep me motivated. And then here I've got my calendar so I can see where we are in the month, and then underneath that will be my week at a glance. I know I could put stuff in my monthly rather than have a week at a glance, but I do like to see what's coming in that same page so that I can start to prep on Sunday for what's coming up ahead. It's layouts like these that absolutely make me thankful for the invention of a clear ruler. Guys, I swear by a clear ruler. You can see the page underneath, so when it comes to drawing in boxes and knowing when to end and start your lines, this ruler absolutely changes that game. I've had wooden rulers in the past and things like that, and it makes it so difficult to see and when to stop your line. I think this one was on Amazon. It was about 37 pence, so it wasn't even an expensive purchase. I can't swear by it enough. A clear ruler can make all the difference. And that's it for my basic vertical weekly setup. So from here now it's about going in and adding a doodle and going in and adding the calendar and the days of the week and little boxes so that I know where I am. And then each week, depending on how I feel and what my mood's like, I will go in and add my doodle, and I'll go put my quote in and get a bit creative and turn Saturday and Sunday into part of a doodle for Cat in the Hat. This one I took out the quote completely. It was not a quote week. I decided to go heavily doodled. And for this one you can see I've switched my quote box with my next week box and switched them around. And this is the beginning of where I decide that I don't like trackers. So I do go through phases where I'm not interested in tracking. So I turn that little space on the right hand side of the page into a doodle. So that's how I set up my vertical weekly, guys. So this is what it's going to look like for next week. I've sort of made my own little doodle up of some 2 furry little friends. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed because I upload now 3 times a week.